Hello everyone, Teacher Thomas Thailand here. I hope you are doing very well, as am I, in the land of smiles, Kingdom of Thailand. Coming to you today on December the 9th. It's a Monday, all day long. So I made a short video the other day from my upper deck, and I told everyone that I would give a more thorough detail of the breakdown of Thai immigration visas for long stay. The title of my channel suggests I am in Thailand. I've been in Thailand for 5 years now. I've been living here as a non-immigrant, married to a Thai. So my extension every year is based on marriage to a Thai national. So there's certain requirements that I have to meet in order to qualify to extend my visa every year. Because when you come to Thailand and you want to be a non-immigrant, regardless of whatever visa you apply for, they're good for 1 year, with the exception of some elite visas and more expensive visas that you can actually get a 5-year visa, so you only file for an extension every 5 years. But those are the rare cases. So today we want to talk about the visas that most of us are living with here in Thailand. And there's basically 2 major visas. And you can see that Teacher Thomas has put them on the board here. We have the non-O. Most people refer to this as a marriage visa, but actually it's considered a family visa. If you are related to a Thai national, whether it's by marriage or you have a child or anything like that, then you can qualify for a non-O. You have to meet the requirements of the family connection to a Thai national. That Thai national provides their paperwork, their ID, their house book, and this is the basis on which you can get a non-O visa. Then you can extend that visa every year based on those same conditions. Now, I came here in 2015 on an exempt stamp on arrival at the airport, so I didn't have any visa whatsoever, and I was able to extend my exempt status for an additional 60 days. So I was able to stay in the kingdom for 90 days just on arrival without applying for any visas. At that time, before those 90 days expired, I left the country and went to a Thai embassy and applied for the non-O visa, because during that 90-day period I had met my wife, and we had gotten married. We had the legal marriage documents showing that I was married to a Thai. So outside of the country is where you apply for your actual visa, the initial visa that you apply for. And when you first get it affixed into your passport, it's a 90-day visa. So that's the initial process, right? So you get the initial laminated type sticker into your passport that details what visa you hold. And then every year you can extend that visa based on those same requirements, okay? Now, there's been so much talk on the internet, these YouTube vloggers and everywhere you look, on comments posted on Thai visa, and just the words all over how Thailand's cracking down on these immigration visas, and you know, foreigners are not welcome in Thailand anymore, and I mean, just on and on and on about how difficult it is. So, you know, you can watch some of my past videos. I go into detail of every document that you need when you file for your extension every year, right? And some rules have been changed, okay? So that's what I want to discuss here. A lot of people think, you know, they keep commenting, Thailand keeps changing the law, nobody knows what to do, you know, who knows what's going to happen next year, right? Like, all these changes are happening, and it's affecting everyone that lives here, and we're all going to have to leave, and, you know, you can take it from there. Very, very dramatic opinions about the Kingdom of Thailand and how it doesn't welcome foreigners anymore, okay? Well, I'm here to tell you that that's nonsense. Don't listen to those people that are filling you full of that stuff. Don't listen to all the fear mongering that's going on out there, okay? Listen to the facts, okay? I try not to give you my opinion, although I do give my opinion in a lot of videos about how I'm pro-Thailand. I love Thailand. I love living in Thailand. I love Thai people, right? But the facts are the facts. There are onerous obligations, requirements that you must meet if you want to have a long stay visa and live in Thailand. So what are these, requirements, all right? Have they changed over the years? What's really going on, okay? Well, I can tell you when I arrived here in 2015 and conversely applied for my non-O family visa, the requirements were that I had to have at least a minimum of 40,000 baht per month income, okay? That's the minimum financial requirement. That has been on the books for years, okay? That hasn't changed. Or, either or, right? I could have the monthly income, or I could have a security deposit, is what Thailand refers to it as, of 400,000 Thai baht in a Thai bank, okay? So either one. Well, 30,000 baht a month income, and I take my Social Security statement to the American Embassy, right, and say, I swear my income is more than this $1,318, right? They give me a stamped affidavit, which proved my income, okay? That's what I did for the first few years I was here, right? I never had a Thai bank account, so I didn't even bother trying to open a Thai bank account. I didn't need to, right? Well, what happened in 2018, we got a new police chief at the IB, the Immigration Bureau, and he started issuing some new orders in regards to enforcement. Now, it wasn't a change in the law. The law was still 40 and 400, which it still is for a non-O visa, okay? So that didn't change. What changed was he wanted to eliminate fraud by anybody that maybe was bringing affidavits from their embassy that was not actually proving that they had this income. So a lot of people say, well, Thai immigration is just racist. They just don't want white people. Why? Well, because it only affected the United States, Australia, and the UK. Well, pretty white people for the most part, right? So Thailand must be discriminating against white people because they no longer accept the affidavits from the embassies of America, the UK, and Australia. So we can no longer go get an affidavit to prove our monthly income to extend our visas every year. So why was that? What did they just single them out because they're white countries and Thailand doesn't like them and all the other bullcrap that you hear? No, it had nothing to do with that. The UK, America, and Australian embassies never had a verification system, okay? What they did was they just took the sworn statement from their citizen in their embassy as to how much their income was, okay, and stamped the affidavit, okay? So what was happening, people would say, hey, I've got $1,300 a month coming in. I swear, stamp, boom, go get your extension, okay? Well, technically, if you didn't have that, you're committing fraud, are you not? You're lying on an official affidavit stamped by the U.S. Embassy saying this is your income. So, same with Australia and UK. So what did Thai immigration do? Thai immigration asked those embassies to verify those incomes, okay? The American embassy said, no, thank you. We're not going to do that. We'll take the words of our citizens, that's it. We're not going to coordinate with their pension, whether it be a government pension or a private pension or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, we're just not going to do that. We don't have a system in place where we can verify that what they swear to on the affidavit is their actual income. So it wasn't Thailand that just decided that the Americans and UK and Aussies, all of a sudden, we're not going to accept your affidavits. That's not how it happened, okay? They asked the embassies to verify. The embassy said, no, we are not going to do that, okay? So that is when it became impossible for Americans, British citizens, and Australian citizens to go to their embassy and get an affidavit to prove their monthly income, because the embassy said, no, we don't have a system of verification. We're not going to start a system of verification. Now, if you think that I'm wrong about this or mistaken, maybe you need to talk to some people from some other countries that are not in America or the UK or Australia. What about my Scandinavian friends or my European friends? Do they have to have a Thai bank account now to prove their monthly income? No, they don't. Why? Because their embassies already had a system of verification. When they went to their embassy, say you're from Norway, you go to the Norwegian embassy here in Thailand, they, hey, I need an affidavit that verifies I meet the financial requirements Thailand's asking for my monthly income. Boom, stamp. Guess what? They already had a collaboration with, whether it was a government pension or a private pension, bank holdings, whatever it was, they had a system in place where they could verify that affidavit, that that citizen of that country was not just making a sworn statement, but they actually verified that this is their income. So I have friends from Norway and Sweden that are still using income affidavits from their embassies because they have a verification system. Okay. Well, last time I checked, people from Norway and Sweden are pretty white. Okay. So it has nothing to do with racism or discrimination. You know, these idiots that are talking about all this stuff have really no clue what they're talking about. Okay. And again, this is not my opinion. This is the facts as I know them. Okay. So what did I do? Well, I happen to have the money, the 400,000 baht, which is equal to $13,179. And I've rounded these up to eliminate the pennies, right? So this is at today's exchange rate. So when they changed the enforcement of how you prove your income and no longer accepted affidavits from the American embassy because the American embassy wouldn't verify them, I'm an American, then I had to open up a Thai bank account. There's no other way to prove the income. I can't take my Social Security statement down there and say, hey, look, you know, it's more than 1,300. Can I still get my extension? Right? They weren't going to accept that. All right? They're not going to accept documents from a foreign country like that. First of all, it's not in Thai, right? So how do they know? And how do they know that I haven't forged it? You know, it's like trying to take my tax returns in there and say, look, it's IRS, it's official. They don't care. This is Thailand, okay? Why would my foreign documents work as proof, okay? So this is why we were forced to open Thai bank accounts. I just opened a Thai bank account in 2019 in January, 3 months before my application was due to extend again, right? And I happened to have the money, so I opened the Thai bank account, had the Thai bank book, and that's what I used for my extension, okay, to get my 2020 extension, all right? So I could have just opened a Thai bank account and had my Social Security pension direct deposited every month into the Thai bank account, which would have worked too, all right? It's either or. You don't have to do both. So you can do the security deposit, right? Or you can do the monthly income deposits in a Thai bank. That way you take the Thai bank book down there, has a ledger, right? Dates, printed, deposits, everything, right? Up to date, the day you go for your application, you can show proof, look how much money I have coming every month. Or if you don't want to show monthly income, look, I have 400,000 baht in the Thai bank, okay? That's what happened, guys. So it wasn't a change in the amount, financial requirements for the visa. It was a change in how it was enforced, how you prove to the Thai immigration that, in fact, you either have $13,179 in the bank 3 months before you apply, or you have these deposits coming in every month that proves your monthly income, right? So I mean, that's the facts of it. Now, how is this not welcoming people, foreigners in Thailand? It's the same requirement as it was before. So if there was guys here on a family visa, whether it's a Thai wife or Thai relatives or adopted children, I mean, whatever it is, okay, and they didn't have this 40,000 baht month income, and they were able to go to their embassies and say, I swear I do, but they didn't, then how can you blame Thailand now when they say, well, we're going to enforce it, we're going to make you prove to us that you actually meet the requirements that were already on the books? How do you prove that? You open a Thai bank account, show me the money, okay? So, I feel for those guys that didn't have, come on, $1,318 a month? You don't have that much money coming in, and you move to a foreign country, and now you want the foreign country to, break their rules so that you can stay here. To me, it's like, honestly, guys, get a grip. You have to look at things from the Thai perspective, not from the foreigner perspective. Assume that you're Thai people, right? You're part of the Thai government. Your job is to look out for Thai citizens, Thailand first, right? Okay, then you have requirements that you want for immigrants that want to live on long stay visas in your country. Okay, so you set out these requirements. I don't know exactly when these financial requirements were on the books, but it's been a long time ago, years ago. Okay, so this hasn't changed. Nobody got shocked and said, oh, I didn't know you had to have $40,000 or 40,000 baht a month income. I had no idea. Oh my God. No, it's not what happened. Okay. They didn't have that income, and they've been living here. They've been committing fraud somehow to show that they had the income. And now it's kind of difficult to commit fraud with a bank book, right? So that's the fact of the matter, okay? So now let's talk about the non-OA, which is a retirement visa, okay? So you have no family connections at all. You're just proving to Thailand that you are 50 years or older and you want to retire in Thailand, you want to have a long stay visa, all right? Well, the same financial requirements have been on the books for a long time, and I know this for sure, even though I've never been on an OA visa. I have friends that have been on OA visas for 20 years plus. They have 800,000 baht in a Thai bank. That's just the way they've done it for years. Makes it easy for them when they go to do their extension. Now that's about $26,000, 358, right? So it's a pretty good chunk of change to have in the bank, and you're not going to draw a bunch of interest. You're not going to make much money on it, but it's a security deposit. Why does Thailand call it a security deposit? It shows them that you can sustain yourself if something was to happen, right? If your house was to burn down, you didn't have any insurance, whatever happens, right? You got some cash flow. You got a security deposit in a Thai bank, okay? Now, if you didn't have that amount of money, then you could prove your income per month for a retirement visa, 65,000 baht, okay? Which is equal to $2,142 at today's exchange rates, okay? So basically the same rules apply. This one you have Thai family, so they're cutting you a break, right? Half the security deposit than not having any Thai family, and quite a bit lower monthly income than if you're just a single person retired here in Thailand, okay? Now, some people may say, well, Teacher Thomas, I don't have $26,000 to put in a Thai bank, and I don't have $2,142 a month income, so I guess I can't get a retirement visa in Thailand. Well, there is another option. It's called the combination. You have the combination of the monthly income and the lump sum deposit, right? Now, I don't have first-hand information from this. This is just from the Thai Embassy website about the OA visa application, where they talk about the combination can be used. So what does that mean? Well, let's say you have an average retirement income of $1,400 a month, right? That's about average for the American Social Security pension, right? So that equals 42,000 Thai baht per month. Whoop, you're under the monthly income, you can't qualify, right? Well, do you need to put the whole 800,000? Is that your only other way, right? Well, with the combination, the 42,000 baht per month that you have times 12 months equals 504,000 baht per year that you have as income. And you can show that because this is coming into a Thai bank every month. So you have this 504,000 total annual income. So now your security deposit needs to be 296. So you combine your annual income with your security deposit, and you get to the 800,000 baht. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's pretty expensive. A lot of people don't have that much money. Okay, I understand. We don't get to make the laws, guys. This is their country, all right? So if you've worked all of your life, or you're 50 years or older, and you've worked every year, and you can't swing 26,000 in a Thai bank account, and you don't have this, and you can't do the combo, then yeah, Thailand's not for you. And there's other countries that don't require this, okay? Again, it's not pro or con. It doesn't mean that I'm in favor of what they're doing. This is what they're doing. These are the requirements. But this, again, hasn't changed. These numbers, 440 for the O, 865 for the OA, have been on the books for years. So everybody's complaining about something they already knew what the requirements were. The problem was they had ways of getting around it, right? Whether it was the income affidavit or using an agency or whatever. And some people still use agencies. They pay a small fee to an agency. Agency does all of their extension paperwork every year, right? So there's still maybe other ways. I don't know. I'm just telling you that this is what the financial requirements are. This is what they have been. What changed in 2018 when the new police chief came in and started issuing new orders as to enforcement for verification, proof of your monthly income. The lump sum deposits were always Thai bank deposits. So the lump sums had to be in a Thai bank if you were using that method. If you're using the monthly income method and you're from America, the UK, or Australia, those three, because your embassies will not verify the affidavits, now you have to have a Thai bank. So that was the big change. Monthly income needs to be deposited into a Thai bank. Oh, scary, right? But now, you can have this 40,000 baht a month if you are married or family. It come in every month and then take it out. There's no requirement to keep the money in there. You just have to show that that deposit's coming in. Same way with your retirement monthly. 65,000 baht comes in on the 1st or the 3rd of every month. Boom, I take it out. They don't care. Okay, there's no requirement to maintain your balance because you're proving to them you have the monthly income that they require for you to sustain yourself here. Now, if you do the lump sums, there is maintenance. You have to keep that money in there when you go back for your 90-day report and show them that you still have that, right? Now, why do you think that they did that? They changed the enforcement to where the money had to be maintained. You had to keep proving to them. Well, because people would use agencies. They didn't have the incomes, monthly incomes, so they couldn't meet that requirement. They didn't have enough money to do a lump sum, so they paid an agency. An agency opened a bank account for them, put in the 800,000 baht, went and got their visas extended, poop, poop, end of story. They paid interest rate back on the loan of the 800,000 baht that got put in the bank, right? Well, now, at their 90-day report, they have to show the bank book again, say, I still have the money, right? So you're kind of showing, hey, it's my money. I didn't borrow this money. So that's the big change. They're just kind of closing those loopholes that go around the law of the financial requirements, okay? Whether you like it or don't like it, doesn't matter. That's what happened, okay? Now, there was a big new change that became effect October 31st of 2019. And that was now health insurance is required for OA retirement visas. There's also an OX visa. I didn't want to get into the details of the OX. It's basically the same thing as an OA. It's a retirement. Same, 50 years old or older. You're here to retire. But it's a 5-year visa. And you have to have like a million baht in the, no, let's see, it's 3 million Thai baht in a Thai bank, right? So like 90-something thousand dollars. But you're getting it for 5 full years, right? So that's the OX. But I think most people are in the OA category and just extend every year instead of putting all the big money up to do the 5-year, okay? But either way, whether it's OA or OX, it's a retirement visa. You need health insurance. This is a brand new law. Now, if people want to complain about something brand new that got passed through the parliament, signed by the cabinet, this is it right here. October 31st, health insurance is required for retirement visas. You need 400,000 baht for inpatient, which you can see, same money, $13,000 worth of inpatient. If you get admitted into the hospital, 40,000 baht for outpatient, minimal, right? $1,300 worth of outpatient care. Now, I can sympathize with people on this one because a lot of people have been here for many years. They've met the requirements of the OA retirement visa. They have the money in the bank. They're sustaining themselves. And maybe they're 70, 75, even 80 or older, right? And it's very difficult for them to qualify for this health insurance, especially with the outpatient requirement, because they have a pre-existing condition or something like that. So I absolutely sympathize with people for this brand new law, October 31st, 2019, that requires OA visa holders to have health insurance. Now, there's been a lot of talk that you have to go online and buy your health insurance from a Thai company, and it's a big scam because Thailand's wanting all of their insurance companies to profit from this health insurance requirement. Well, I can tell you for a fact that that's not true, because right here on my phone I have an email from the United States Embassy in regards to new health insurance requirements for OA and OX visa holders, right? So the U.S. Embassy receives the information directly from the Thai government, from the Immigration Bureau, as to what the requirements are. You can have insurance that you've always had, some overseas company, and they have a place where you can get that certification. So you get your insurance company to fill out a form that is required by the Thai Immigration Bureau, and that form verifies that your health insurance policy meets these minimal standards, which most people have, a lot more than 13,000 inpatient, right? It's not going to cover you very long in hospitals. So most people have a lot better plan than this. So it's not true that you can only buy your insurance from a Thai health insurance company, right here in the embassy, from the United States Embassy. So do you think the United States Embassy's lying to its citizens about the new requirements for health insurance for OA and OX holders? I don't think the embassy is lying. They even sent a link to get the overseas insurance certificate. You click on that link, download it, send it to your insurance company, have them fill it out, right? Now the kicker is that you need to have insurance that will cover you for the full time that you are requesting an extension of stay. Every year, all of us do what's called a TM7. TM7, okay? Regardless of what visa you have, even if you're on a B visa with a work permit, every year you have to extend your visa. You fill out a TM7, okay? It's an application for extension of temporary stay in the kingdom. We're all temporary, okay? Unless you meet some kind of permanent resident status, which I don't know many people that have got to that plateau yet. I hope to get there soon, but you are a guest in this country. You are temporary. You have to extend your visa every year. Doesn't mean it's not guaranteed that you're going to get it. You meet the requirements, it's guaranteed. Nobody's throwing you out. Nobody's saying you're not welcome, right? So this TM7 is what we fill out every year. You put your passport photo on it, right? And then the other documentation that you need when you extend your visa every year. So you have the health insurance plan that's going to go in with this TM7 and your other documents, right? Your health insurance needs to be for the full 12 months because you're applying for a full year, 365 days. So that's a little, ambiguous language in the new health insurance requirement law, that your insurance or your extension is only going to be extended for the length of your health insurance. So I talked to my buddy who is from Sweden and has been on a retirement OA for years and years and years. He already had health insurance. Kind of silly to not have it. He's 68 years old. And he said what he did, he got the certification filled out from his insurance company, right? And then he told the insurance company, this is when my application is due for my visa every year. It's pretty much the same time every year we renew, right? Whether it's April, May, whatever month you're due. And he said, I need you to adjust the insurance policy to begin and end at that month. So that he goes and does his TM7 and gets 365 days. That form that they filled out shows from April to April of the next year, he has coverage. So it's difficult, it's burdensome, and a lot of us don't like it. I can certainly sympathize with people that maybe can't afford the insurance, but I mean, we can complain about it all we want, but this is the facts, okay? And this applies to OA and OX retirement. So now this went through the Parliament and it's signed by the Cabinet, went through the whole process to become law. It's not some immigration police order, this health insurance deal. This is a new enactment to the immigration law, okay? Now, why didn't they apply it to the non-O's, the family? I mean, I'm married, I have a Thai wife, I'm over 50, I'm not required to have the health insurance. Precisely. You think just because someone doesn't speak your language, like they don't speak English, they must be dumb, right? I mean, it's amazing how narrow-minded some of these people are, okay? They took into consideration those foreigners, expats, immigrants that have been living here and have a Thai family, right? And maybe can't afford the health insurance. So they precluded the non-O. It's not required for you to have health insurance. So, man, I hear all this talk, Thailand's breaking up families and all this stuff. Well, I mean, if you have a family in Thailand, whether you have a wife or Thai children, right? Thai citizens that are your children, why are you doing the non-OA? I mean, why not move into the O? And then you don't have to have health insurance. So how is that breaking up a family, right? So they did consider the ramifications on people that maybe couldn't afford the health insurance. They probably don't care as much about the single person that's here retired or the couple. I got a couple that lives next door to me from Holland. They're both retired here in Thailand. They both have to meet this, and now they have to meet this. Well, they already had health insurance. So all they have to do is get their health insurance provider to fill out the certification and have to make sure it coincides on the 12-month extension. So, it cost them a little bit more work, but nothing changed for them. They're here on the OA, so they're both foreigners. They're a married couple that's here retired. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people here that have been doing this for years. Either they have this money in the bank or they're proving their income by way of an affidavit from their embassy, which Americans, UK, and Aussies can't do anymore, right? Because our embassies wouldn't verify. Not because the Thai immigration said, well, we don't like UK, Americans, and Australians. We don't like you, so you have to open a Thai bank account to prove your monthly income. That's not what happened, okay? It's not about discrimination, not about kick whitey out, okay? People I know from Norway and Sweden are whiter than I am, okay? And they can still get their affidavits because their embassies verify it. Really complicated, right? Again, so these are not new laws. These are the same laws that have always been on the books. People that came here 20 years ago and were married knew that they needed to meet one or two, right? Most of them were doing the monthly, right? Now, if they didn't actually have the monthly, and this number changes based on the exchange rate, right? So used to, 40,000 baht was like $1,200, right? But the Thai baht's pretty strong, so that makes, so now you have to, so anyway, there's things, world economics that take play in all of this too when it comes to exchange rate, and let me get started on that later. But anyway, so the OA, the O, the financial requirements have been the same for many years. Okay, now I didn't do the research. Maybe you can look it up. If you want to argue with me, tell me I'm wrong. Say, no, this is all brand new. Before, you didn't have to have this monthly income, or you didn't have to have a lump sum. You could just get your visa extended. They didn't care how much money you had. Okay. Well, show me the proof of that, because everybody I know that's been doing this for years and years and years says this has always been. The difference is the enforcement rules that came in. Okay, so that's what changed that. That's why most everybody, especially Americans, UK, and Aussies, we have Thai bank accounts now. It's just easier. And the Thai bank account is secure. We don't care. We live here. We've committed to this being our second home. Why would we have a major problem with having our money here? Beats wire transfer fees all the time like that. I don't want to pay that stuff. I'd rather just do a lump sum deposit in a Thai bank. I'm good. I don't have to worry about it. So Just for a comparison, I put some poverty levels in the USA up here. Okay, two people, $16,910 a year. That's considered poverty in the United States, okay? So divide that by 12, that's $1,409 a month. You are living in poverty in America with two people in $1,409 a month, okay? So let's say you're both making $700 a month. You're both making minimum wage, right? So you're at the poverty level, $1,409, okay? Poverty, two people. Now, think about what Thailand's requiring. Two people, right? At least two, because you have to have at least one family member, a wife or a child or whatever, right? So this is a family requirement. The monthly is $1,318, less than the poverty level for two people in America is what they're requiring for your monthly income. Everybody's, oh, they don't want foreigners anymore. You're not welcome. Why'd he go home? Okay. Can you just soak it in for a minute? Two people living in America making $16,910 a year equals $1,409 a month for two people. That's poverty. Okay, you're poor. Okay, you're not middle class. You're at the poverty level, right? Lower amount of monthly income for two people, and you're granted a long stay visa. Now, how is that discriminating or unwelcoming to foreigners? Okay, what they don't want is the guy with $1,000 a month coming over here. He's below the poverty level, and he wants to come over here and live grand in Thailand and wants them to accommodate and give him a long stay visa every year. Inkse on the oinkse, okay? They don't want that. It's their country. It's up to them, okay? If you want to complain, go back to your country, talk about your immigration laws, and ask yourself, what do you want from immigrants coming into your country, right? And complain about your government. Or, I mean, you can complain about Thailand too if you want, but nobody's forcing you to live here. I mean, everybody I know that's living here, very happy, low stress lives, low cost of living, beautiful Thai people, beautiful scenery, beautiful culture, very happy lifestyle. They're here by choice. If they don't meet the requirements, they'll go somewhere else. Right? We don't have a problem with Thailand doing this. I mean, like I say, this hasn't changed. They're just getting rid of the fraud. So those that were here on $1,000 or $800 a month, SSI, which is illegal to draw overseas. You know, you cannot draw Social Security supplemental insurance when you're overseas, okay? That's like a welfare check that you get every month because you didn't pay enough into Social Security, so they pay you a minimum, you know, around $800 a month. And you come over here to Thailand, you want to live, and you want them to give you a long stay visa, and you want to, yeah, you can live here on $800 a month. I mean, you can be a little hermit in a small apartment, but you can survive on that a lot better than you can in America, for sure. But that doesn't mean that Thailand has to accept you. It doesn't mean Thailand wants you here, okay? So let's think about it, guys. There's rules and guidelines that the country has established. And just because English is not their first language, don't mistake that for being stupid, okay? If you know anything about language, have you ever had a 4-year-old come up that had higher vocabulary than you do? It happens to me all the time, okay? It's very humbling if you are not a narrow-minded person that thinks, I'm so smart, right? A 4-year-old can speak better Thai than I can, okay? It's kind of humbling, all right? So in reverse that, a lot of people think, well, they can't speak English. There's not a lot of English fluency in Thailand. Oh, they're stupid. They don't know. Okay, you're stupid. Right? They're not stupid. They're smart, okay? They want quality people, but they're not asking for that much, guys. Right? Below the poverty level for two people, and you're allowed to stay here. But, you know, they draw the line somewhere. The line is 40,000 baht per month for a family visa. Now, if you're retired, the line is 65. You know, $2,142. That's pretty good little monthly income, right? A little over $500 a week. That's still, when you think about the poverty level for one person in America, is $12,490. That's poverty. If you live alone and you make 12 grand a year, $1,000 a month, you're in poverty, right? So what they're saying is a single person, right, that's living in poverty in the West, America, and I'm sure UK and a lot of my European friends probably probably relate to this poverty level about the same with the euro or the pound or whatever it is. But, these people don't have much buying power, do they? I mean, they're living on $1,000 a month, one person. They're at poverty level. Well, they're not going to let that person come over here and get a long stay retirement visa and live alone. No. They expect if you're retired, you want to live out the rest of your years in a tropical country, very low stress, very good place to live, right? No inclement weather. I mean, unless you can't do heat, because Thailand's hot. But they expect you to have, at least double the poverty level if you're a single individual and you want to retire here. Is that really too much to ask for? And again, there's another method. If you don't have that much, if you've got $1,400, the average retirement for Social Security alone, that's all you got. You don't have any investments. I don't know what you did all your life, but whatever it was, that's all you got. It's your Social Security, okay? Well, if you can come up with, 300,000 baht for a deposit to go along with your monthly deposits and use that as a combination to make the 800,000, then they accommodate you again. So they're still accommodating people that can't meet this by allowing this combo. So, I don't know, guys. It's not that complicated. Now, one more thing I want to talk about. Everybody talks about the Thai baht, right? The Thai baht's so strong, so these numbers are getting higher, and these are staying the same, costing us more, right? Well, that's true. When I heard comments saying that it's the Thai government devaluating their currency the same way China does. Now, I don't know about you, but the definition of devaluate means your currency level goes down, right? Devalued your currency so that you have better power with your currency. A lower currency rate, you get better exports, imports, all that, right? That's what China does. They devalue. They've been labeled a devaluation of their currency, right? The Thai baht is getting stronger, which hurts their economy, hurts their exports of rice and pineapple and coconut, and people that are buying Thai products pay more because the Thai baht's so strong. So why would a government increase the value of their own currency, to hurt their exports? Oh, it's all to get whitey, don't you know? It's these immigrants. That's what they're doing it for. Are you kidding me, guys? All right. Now, when I got here in 2015, we could get 36 Thai baht to $1. Right at 36, right? Pretty good money. And now we're at like 31. So we've lost 5 points. That's 20%. I've lost 20%, of my money, whatever, right? But I don't consider it the government pushing their finger to make the Thai baht go on. If you read the Bangkok Post, and you study online, and you read legitimate, sites and news information, you understand that the world economics is a big factor. Okay, the world economy is struggling right now. Asia is struggling. China is struggling. Okay, the American economy is soaring. Right, so the U.S. dollar is staying strong. From what I understand, the euro has lost even more against the Thai baht. Thai baht's been really, really strong. In 2018, the Thai baht was the strongest currency in the world. Okay, now you can blame it on the government and say it's the government trying to get immigrants, or you can accept the fact that there's world economics, central banking systems in play. Do I think getting 31 to 1 is a bad deal? No. I think $1 for 31 baht is still a good deal. I feel like I'm still getting a really good exchange rate. So when I look back 5 years ago, when I was getting 36, I feel like I was robbing them because I was getting even a better exchange rate, right? So when you look at the infrastructure in Thailand, it's not a third world country. It's a very highly developed country, even developing more, right? Bangkok was the #1 visited city in the world, I think, in 2018. So, now there's trends in economics, and, there's world economics. And like I say, Thailand's economy has shrunk on the GDP. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. But to give me this argument that it's the Thai government that's not, and a comparison was devaluating their currency, same as China. What devaluations when you lower the strength of your currency, not increase the strength of your currency. So you're accusing them of being currency manipulators to increase the strength of the Thai baht so that it hurts their economy and hurts their exports. Okay, maybe it's just, world economics and comparisons to other ASEAN countries and where the Thai baht should be compared to other currencies. Maybe that has something to do with it. I know the euro has slipped a bunch, but the European economy's in the tank, right? So the U.S. economy is really strong. The U.S. dollar hasn't moved. The U.S. dollar's still consistently strong. So we haven't lost as much to the Thai baht. But there's a reason the Thai baht's strong. It's called economics, okay? It's not due to a small percentage of expats living in Thailand that we want to, we want to affect billions of dollars worth of rice and, coconut and pineapples and all the other things that are exported from Thailand. We want to hurt all those manufacturers because we're trying to get rid of whitey. We don't welcome foreigners no more. So I just had to throw that out there. So anyway, that's why I put these poverty levels so you can see the comparison. Do I feel like I'm being robbed because they're asking me to provide $1,300 a month income and I'm married to a Thai and I'm here on a long stay O visa? No. For two people back home, that's lower than the poverty level that they're asking me to prove. I can live a lot better on this money here than I can back home, right? So why would I complain about that? And then as a single retiree that doesn't have any family, again, I get tired of hearing Thailand's breaking up families. If you're on a OA retirement visa and you have Thai family that you can prove are your family legally, right? Why not move into a non-O? There's no health insurance requirement at all for the non-O. And then you hear all this speculation, well, there will be. They're going to eventually, well, I can't deal with hypotheticals. Maybe they will, but they just passed the law this year. Okay, a lot of steps took place. This was an official law through Parliament and then through the cabinet and all that, right? And signed into law. They purposely didn't add the non-O family visa. Okay, so maybe later they will. I don't know, but it's not required now. So, if you have family here, don't tell me that this health insurance is the cause of breaking up family. Anyway, one more thing. TM30. Oh my God, I've heard some people say that was it. That's what drew the line for me. I had to leave Thailand because of the TM30 form. Seriously, a TM30. This is to be filled out by the master of the house, the possessor of the house, right? When you travel outside of your province, what we would call a county, outside of your district, for more than 24 hours. So you go stay at a hotel or go to the islands or go to resorts. I've never filled out one of these things in my life. I've been here 5 years. I've never had to do one. It's not necessary for me. Okay? This is done by the person that owns the house. Now they say, oh yeah, but they're going to make the immigrant pay fines if the person that owns the house that you're renting doesn't file it. Okay. Well then, it's a one-page form, guys. Wherever you're staying. I mean, if you go to a place and you're worried about it, have them fill it out. They don't have an immigration office. You drop it off at the police station. Look, I'm going to be here for a week or two, staying with my buddy, and my buddy owns his house. So, I mean, it's not. People say this is like house arrest in Thailand to fill out a TM30 form, a one-page form. No photos required. It's filled out by the possessor of the house. Okay. So, I mean, like I say, I've traveled to Bangkok and Phuket and stayed at hotels and resorts and been gone 2 weeks here and never filled one of these out. And the law hasn't changed on them. They started enforcing it a little stronger, had a big debate and a big meeting in Bangkok about it, because Bangkok's really where a lot of the new enforcements really start taking hold. But to me, guys, really, this was the end all to be all, a TM30? Really? I mean, because I use a TM28 as my job to fill out a TM28 when I have a change of address. I've changed address 4 times since I've lived in Thailand. I just turn in a TM28. Here's my new address. I'm in your jurisdiction now. I will report to this immigration office because guess what? I live here now. You take a copy of your lease agreement, right? Change the address form, TM28. That's all I've ever done. So I don't know. Are they talking about, this is the responsibility of the expat now to fill out a TM30? That's not what it says. It's the master of the house paper. It's the possessor of the house. Now, if you go stay with a friend, and he doesn't do a TM30 and they find out that you stayed there, then yeah, you could get fined. But guys, your name and the homeowner signs, and you turn it into the police station, even if there's not a local immigration office in town. So I've been here 5 years and never had to use one, but I guess, if I was going to go stay at someone's house or somewhere that wasn't a resort or a hotel or, some place that I was leasing that had an owner, a possessor of that property, that most of these TM30s are done online by the hotels and everything. They take a copy of your passport. That's all. I provide a copy of my passport when I travel. That's it. Oh my God. So, between the TM30 crackdown and the health insurance running everybody out because it's breaking up families and all these financial requirements that are brand new and, all this stuff that you hear, I just try to give you a little bit of facts. And again, I love Thailand. I love Thai people. But I'm not zealous. I'm not a person that says, oh, well, this is perfectly fine that they started health insurance. What's your problem, dude? No, I can totally relate to people that are like, oh, shit, I can't afford this. I can't live in Thailand now. Pre-existing conditions. I can't get the health insurance. Man, I sympathize with you. It sucks, okay? But again, it's their country. It's their law. We have new laws coming in America now where you have to have insurance, when you file for your immigration status. A lot of countries are doing this. So, whether we like it or not is not the point. It's not my opinion. Oh, this is a great thing. No, it's not my opinion that this is great. I'm not ragging on anybody that disagrees with it. I can totally relate. But again, it's a very low-cost plan, so hopefully you can get something worked out. But, if you're living here alone, you don't have any Thai family, and you've got this kind of moolah in the bank, and this kind of moolah coming in every month, surely you can work something out where you can get your health insurance coverage, right? And don't believe all the crap about you have to buy from the Thai embassy. I showed you the email from the U.S. Embassy, okay? You just click that link, it downloads the certification, you give that to your insurance provider, they fill it out. That's what immigration needs to see, that your insurance provider meets these minimum requirements. Like I say, most people have a lot more coverage than this. But anyway, that's basically my rant for today. I get tired of people ragging on Thailand, talking about how it's all racist and get whitey out. I have a lot of friends in Thailand, mostly Thai people, but I also have a lot of foreigners. Living in America, I really never met too many foreigners unless I went to Disney World or something, international type, or Vegas or something, you meet a lot of people. But America's such a big country, we don't get to, interact with that many Europeans or Brits or whatever. Living over here in Thailand, man, I've met people from all over, Norway, Sweden, Germany, Denmark, UK, Australia, great friends, man, great people, very legitimate people. Most of them are 50 or over, and they want to live in a tropical country. They want a long stay visa. So they've been doing this for years, man. The same income, For some of us, it changed how we prove it, but it's still the same damn thing that everybody's been doing. So there's been no big change, So when you hear about all these crackdowns, if you overstay your visa, that's not considered a minor offense anymore. They can arrest your ass and send you back to your country, deport you, and blacklist you, okay? So, but you're violating law. You're becoming a criminal at that point. When your visa expires and you overstay, right? You overstay your visa, they're cracking down on that, okay? The criminals that were coming in with fake passports and all that crap, criminal gang elements and all that, trying to get through the airports. Now they got the biometrics, they're scanning people's prints, they're cracking down on that too. So the criminal elements, oh man, they deported thousands of people, for overstays, for illegal working, So if you're over here breaking the law and you want to bitch about the Thai Immigration Bureau, whose job it is to enforce the immigration law, you're over here breaking the law and you want to say, oh, wow, there's a crackdown. I hope they are cracking down on criminals. I mean, I particularly don't want them. Now, to me, an overstay for a few days doesn't make you a criminal, but it's not looked upon lightly anymore in Thailand. You overstay your visa, boom, you're gone, right? And maybe you don't come back for a year or 5 years, whatever they decide to put in your passport, right? So keep your visas up to, as long as you meet the requirements, right? And you don't break any laws, you're very welcome here. Like, I don't get how all this, cracking down on overstays and criminal elements and illegal things and fraud, how cracking down on all of that translates to you're not welcome in Thailand anymore. I feel welcome every day in Thailand. When in my interactions with Thai people, when I go to the immigration office, I see all kinds of white people there at the immigration office. Nobody's upset. Everybody's smiling. They're in Thailand because they want to be. They're not having a problem getting their visas every year, right? They're making it easier with the 90-day report where you check in and say, hey, I'm still at the same address. You can do that online now. They're making that easier. Almost everything's becoming digital. All of our records are being uploaded. To me, it's like it makes sense, man. It's the modern world, more and more technology, biometrics, all these things coming into the immigration of countries all over the world. And people are cleaning up fraud and criminality and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with saying Thailand doesn't want you. Thailand doesn't want you no more, especially if you're white, What kind of nonsense? How do you translate a crackdown against fraud and illegal overstays and criminality? How do you translate that crackdown into we don't want you anymore? No. You meet these requirements, they want you. You're very welcome. They're very nice to you. You interact with Thai police. They're nice to you. Thai immigration, nice to you. Thai people in general, especially the service-oriented, restaurants and bars and hotels. Everybody's friendly and welcoming. Sawadee Kap, huh? What the hell? That hasn't changed. That's why so many expats are attracted to the Kingdom of Thailand, is because of the Thai people. Thai people are amazing. They're laid back, sabai. They're very friendly. The land of smiles. They didn't get that name by accident, They're very, very nice people. It's a very beautiful culture. None of that has changed, okay? Just because there's, enforcement of the rules that were already on the books, and now we have a new rule that's affecting people with the health insurance. And again, I sympathize. I didn't create it. I'm not saying it's a wonderful thing. I'm just saying it's their country. They can do what they want. Doesn't mean that they don't want you. They want you to meet the requirements and live a long, happy life here in Thailand. And if you're very old, like a lot of people are, 75, 85 years old, and you may have money in the bank, but you got no health insurance cover, they're a little concerned about that too, right? So, it has nothing to do with Thailand not welcoming foreigners. Anybody with common sense can separate the two. An immigration law enforcement issue to the land of smiles, the people of Thailand, the government of Thailand, everything, the anti-communist Thai society that's been around for 800 years hasn't changed. It's still the same country that all these people want to come live in when they retire, right? Just they need to make sure they meet the requirements. That's it. Or if you come over here like I did and you happen to fall in love and you get married, then it's less burdensome for you because you have Thai family connection. So they make it easier for you because you're helping to support some Thai family, right? Anyway, Sawadee Kap. Welcome to Thailand. It's a beautiful place. My life has gotten better and better and better for 5 years consecutive since I've been here, okay? So the only change for me was I went ahead and did the lump sum deposit. So I didn't have to worry about proving the monthly income because couldn't get the affidavit anymore. They're not going to accept my Social Security statement, right? So how do I prove my monthly income unless I have direct deposits coming in every month? So I just did I had the money to do that. But if I didn't have the 13 grand, then I would have just, had my Social Security direct deposited into a Thai bank account and I would have still met the burden, right? So same thing for retirees. It's higher, right? The lump sum is double. The $65,000 a month is your requirement. So that's always been there. I don't see how that means all of a sudden Thai doesn't want foreigners. whitey out and all this shit. Would you guys stop it, right? You can see kind of got me a little fired up. I mean, it's not that, like I say, I'm zealous about Thailand and I'm blind to what's going on. No, I see what's going on. Every day, I see lots and lots of happy people in Thailand living out their wonder years in the amazing Thailand, right? That's what I see. That's the reality going on. And none of these new rules has affected them at all, because most people already had health insurance. And now all they got to do is have their health insurance provider fill out a certificate that the Thai immigration requires to prove that they meet the minimum requirements of the health insurance, and maybe change their start date and end date to coincide with their 1 year extension. So, that was a little bit of a change, but most people already had health insurance, a minimal amount of health insurance to be living here as a retiree. So most people had that. If you didn't have that, I'm sorry, it kind of sucks that you got to get it now, but it doesn't mean that they don't want you. It has nothing to do with they don't want you, that they want you to leave and all this negative crap that's out there. Anyway, I do love Thailand. I love Thai people. I have a beautiful Thai wife. I'm very blessed to be living here. I have the means necessary. I have a pension from the United States Army. I have my Social Security pension, right? So I have other abilities that I can use to make money. I can live in any country I want to. Any country. Back home in America, wherever. I chose Thailand, right? Now, nobody's forcing anyone to choose Thailand. These are the requirements. Now you have to have health insurance. If you can't meet the requirements, then Thailand's not for you. I've said that over and over. Okay, that doesn't mean they don't want you. Okay, that they're not welcoming to foreigners. They have requirements, standards, rules, regulations that you need to have a long stay visa. That's it, right? What do you want them to just wipe out all their laws and so everybody can just come here and live however the hell they want? I mean, let's get realistic. Then would you say, oh, Thailand is welcoming? No, Thailand wants foreigners because they just wiped everything out, man. They just said, hell with it. You don't need anything. You don't need nothing. Huh? You just come on over to Thailand, man. Huh? Here's our immigration requirements. Here's the law. Can you meet that? Will you accept it? Oh, welcome to Thailand. Don't fill out any papers. Just come, right? I mean, it's so ridiculous to say that you're not welcome here because they have laws and regulations and requirements for a long stay visa. That means you're not welcome. Does that make any sense to anyone? Because it doesn't make sense to me. And I've been here for 5 years, okay? If you don't believe me, tough pooey on you. I don't care what you believe. I'm telling you, I've been here for 5 years. I see happy people everywhere I go. I don't see anybody going, dang, this Thailand crackdown crap really throwing a wrench into my plans, man, okay? I'm not saying that there aren't people that have been here for a long time that can't meet the new health insurance law and that were fraudulently claiming that they had the income that was required before, that are not having problems and that are having to leave. Those people are here. I mean, they're people that are having to leave. I'm not saying that's not happening. It is happening. But it ain't because Thailand doesn't want you here. It's because you didn't meet the requirements. That's why you can't stay here. It's not a matter of want or you're not welcome. It's you couldn't meet the requirements. So you chose another Southeast country. You went to Vietnam or Malaysia or the Philippines. Hey, more power to you. I hear those are wonderful places to live too. And if I lived there, I'd probably be defending their laws. It's like, it's not a matter of right and wrong or do I think it's a good idea or a bad idea. It's like each country is a sovereign nation. They get to choose what immigrants they allow to come in on a long stay visa. Right? Makes perfect sense. All right. Peace, love to everyone. I hope you are doing wonderful. And remember, be happy. Teacher Thomas, Thailand. Out!